Hey everybody, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. It has been quite a while since the last update, and yet here I am. Hopefully, here we are. If you've been joining me in this journey, you would have started investing 3 years ago alongside me. It has been quite an intense 3 years. This past year has been particularly challenging. It's been rough in the crypto space. Anybody who is following along knows why. We have seen a large correction and a lengthy bear market. Yet this year has been incredible because I, and hopefully you, and I know many others who I've spoken with, have been buying. If you have the guts to remain a buyer this year in this market with this sentiment, there are some good things ahead. Amazing things ahead. I bought Litecoin today. I bought Omisego and Populous and Veritasium and Pillar earlier this week. There are so many projects to be excited about that are at prices that to me seem insane. I never would have thought last year in December that this December we would be looking at prices more than 85% lower. It's a bargain. This whole year has just basically been a continuous sale. And it's unfortunate that a lot of new people who got in at the very beginning of this year are now being scared away because institutions are taking their place. You've seen it in a crowd at a concert. When the people at the front get tired and they saunter off, somebody who's right there in the second row slips in. And they've now got the best spot. All because they just waited. That's all you need to do. We've all heard this before. The stock market is a way of gaining wealth for the patient from the impatient. Something along those lines, Warren Buffett. Really what I want to talk about is this Bitcoin Bend, Oklahoma City meetup. Two things. One, I was the youngest person there by at least 15 years, and that was really surprising to me. And it's continued to surprise me this whole time that I've been investing that my peers are largely disinterested in investing and in cryptocurrencies in particular. I got to meet some amazing people though, and I will be in talks with them as we move forward. There's details that I can't give away yet for an event that hasn't been fully publicly announced, but know that Dallas, they're coming for you. So at this event, it was Bix, Weir, and Bitcoin Ben, and Bitcoin Ben said something that I had not heard before that really stuck out. If you don't know, they were at the Litecoin Summit held in San Francisco earlier this year, the first of its kind. These are two very connected individuals who are very active in this space, especially with Litecoin. Litecoin to them it's a no-brainer, as it is to me. This is the medium of exchange of the future. And what's funny is that future is pretty much already here. It's just that people haven't tapped into it yet. The infrastructure is almost completely ready. But what Bitcoin Ben said at this event in regards to Litecoin, everybody knows that the Chinese have a large stake in the hash power that goes into mining of Bitcoin. Everybody knows China's a big player when it comes to mining. What Bitcoin Ben said is that in this year, and as we're seeing with a lot of mining companies going bankrupt, exchanges having some large issues, the Chinese also have to deal with that. They have to keep their facilities afloat. They have to keep their doors open, their lights on. How are they doing that? Well, a lot of Chinese are now selling their Bitcoin to maintain their business. But he said they have not sold any of their Litecoin. The Chinese, who have a gigantic stake in mining Bitcoin, are selling their Bitcoin to maintain their facilities and have not sold any of their Litecoin. There's information out there that you and I don't have access to. We've gotten drops of it, we've heard, right, on the grapevine. But there's got to be something huge on the way with Litecoin. Drawing back to what I didn't finish, Bitcoin Ben and Bixby both talked about this at the Litecoin Summit. They said that the UN, United Nations, had some representatives who came and gave a presentation at the Litecoin Summit. It wasn't explicitly said that the UN is going to support or any of these things, whatever adjective, phrases you'd like to hear, Litecoin, but the fact that they've even shown up and made a presentation says something. If Litecoin becomes a globally adopted currency and you can get one for $30, not doing so would be to do yourself, your partners, your friends, your family, your future family, your family's family, a huge disservice. If you've wasted any money, fast food, Starbucks coffee, beer, drugs, whatever, there's so many frivolous things. You are lying to yourself if you believe that you cannot invest. So many people my age especially have told me that they don't have money to invest. They can't invest. Once they have a better job with real income, then they'll invest. Once they have money, then they'll invest. It's unfortunate because I've gone months where weeks at a time, all I could invest was $2 or $3. But you invest those $2 or $3 every week into every month for every year. And it adds up. For you young ones watching, start as early as possible. Fail as early as possible. I've had investments go to zero. I don't think this is that. They could go close. They could go close to zero. And if they do, I will be buying a lot. A lot. What am I doing with my life? I have 15 things I do every day. I wake up and make my bed. I prime. Tony Robbins priming, look that up. 5-minute journal, got it from Tim Ferriss. Yoga, Memrise, which is a language app. Clean my mouth. Dance, power posing, bioenergetic breathing. Look up Elliot Holt's bioenergetic breathing. Hanging therapy, foam rolling, reading 10 to 15 pages. Clean, meditate, daydream. Daydream about the kind of life that I want. Just visualize who and what I want in my life. Those 15 things, along with investing, along with being as physically capable as possible, being healthy, being playful, full of vitality and vigor, just able to do and be anywhere, just to be able to serve, if somebody's car breaks down, to be able to push it. There's just so many examples, right, of how having a strong, able body can serve you and others. So those 15 things, investing and just having fun, really enjoying your life, creating a lifestyle that you really enjoy to where you wake up and you're excited because you've got stuff going on that you actually enjoy doing. And let me say this, final thing. What I really have seen drastically improve my outlook and my attitudes day to day has just been dancing. If you dance to whatever music, 2 or 3 songs every day, like nobody's watching, as wacky and wild as it can be, right? Goes back to bioenergetic breathing, being unstifled, being loose. If you do that, you are setting yourself up for success.